Right, caffeine. So most of you who know me personally probably already know that I live on caffeine. Not necessarily a fantastic thing to do, but let's dive into caffeine. I've already touched on it lightly in the fat burners video, but we do know, and it is scientifically shown, that caffeine is a fantastic performance enhancer. So we all know caffeine gives you energy, right? So just the fact that you're getting more energy in, if that is going to get you to the gym, you're already going to have far better results. If it's going to get you to the gym and you are going to push so much harder in your workout, and you're going to be more motivated to train hard, adhere to your rep rates, lift heavier, and really push to those last couple of reps, that is the performance enhancement that we are looking for. Now, do you need to pay for a pricey caffeine supplement? No. You can just have a black coffee right before you go and train. I personally cannot stand coffee. I just do not like it. So I personally, I do use a caffeine supplement. I just use some type of pre-workout. Now, I used to use a lot of the strongest pre-workouts on the market. I no longer do, because my requirement is not all of those other ingredients in the product, because let's face it, a lot of them list a lot of ingredients that are highly either unnecessary, don't work together, or they've listed them and they don't have a clinical dose. They just don't. So a lot of the time they'll list a lot of ingredients just to say that it's in there. And there might be some of it. It might be 1, 2, 3 grams of such and such a ingredient like creatine or carnitine or something like that, but a clinical dose might be 5 grams. So it's really inefficient and it's just wasting your money. There's also a lot of pre-workouts on the market that have, if you look at the panel of ingredients, they look fantastic. I can tell you, this does that, this looks that, and they do have a clinical dose. So it can be very, very confusing. So you're looking at this, and even me that knows a bit about them can be like, oh yeah, this has X, Y, Z, clinical doses, this is a fantastic product. But if you then really look at each individual product and what it is paired with, sometimes those products do not work cohesively together. And they actually make other ingredients not as effective, rendered completely useless, or can have an adverse effect. So I tend to now stick to a far more basic product. I'm purely just looking for caffeine. I'm not looking for any of those other additives into a product. I'm just looking for caffeine in a source that I do not mind consuming. So lately I've just been alternating between using either the gold standard or the C4. I'm pretty much just looking for what is on sale, and it's pretty much just looking for the caffeine. These are kind of the cheaper end of the range products that are basic without being far too basic, and I don't mind the flavour of them. There are a couple of others that aren't terrible in terms of the product. I just don't love the flavour of it. So really go for a mix of what ingredients do you need, as well as what do you enjoy to drink, because otherwise some of them are just plain nasty. Also looking at what type of training do you do and what other things do you need or want in it. So like I said, some of those ingredients are completely useless. And especially, let's just take something like a blood flow enhancer product, right? Like a pump product, something like a nitric oxide. Now, if you're training in the gym to just build your muscle shape, like body sculpting, bodybuilding type training, this can help a little bit to really get another extra couple of reps out of your training. More so than anything, it just gives you that real full look in your muscles, that pump look, that we're all kind of chasing because we all feel good when we're in the gym, right? This would be a terrible choice of product if you were someone like a CrossFitter, because that blood flow and pump is going to make it really painful for you to do your WODs when you are looking at something that's high in cardio, in like cardiovascular training, or something that requires a lot of muscular endurance. That pump is going to get in the way of your performance. So that is just something you wouldn't use. Some pre-workouts have beta-alanine in them. This can also help with your performance in the gym. This is a product that is responsible for that tingly type feeling. Now, when I first started using pre-workouts, I hated that feeling. I always made sure that the products that I was purchasing did not have it in it. I actually kind of really like it now, but like I said, I'm using some more basic products at the moment, and they don't have these types of things in it. They're purely just caffeine. But my favorite pre-workout of all time was Primeval, and the beta-alanine gave some really, really good tingles if you have not had it in a little while. So that's a bit of an insight into your caffeine supplementation.